So I remember it was 2000 and I think it was 2012, and there was this guy I was talking to, and he had been in document review for, I think at that time, like 15 years, I want to say. Yeah, like some outrageous time. And he said, when he first got in document review, it was great. He got in, it was great. It was, time, the pay was better. He was making, not what full-time associates make, but he was making really good money. I think it was at like 70, 80 an hour, time and a half, car service all the time, food, everything, right? But what he didn't realize was, or what he didn't do was, as the industry changed and things became different and it became more attorneys and doc review pay went down and down, he never adapted. He just kept on where he was. He just stayed where he was at, right? Because that was comfortable for him. And because of that, it was a position now that he'd been doc review for 15 years, and that's all his resume had to show. And now he was making 30 an hour, right? From the 80 an hour to 30. But he'd become comfortable. And I think he also became at a point, I think it was, and I don't want to, maybe some kind of fear too, right? Scared to do something that was different than what he'd always done. And from that story, the lesson I learned was things are going to change around you. The legal industry is going to change. And if you don't change with it, you're going to be left behind. And right now, blockchain is changing the way things are done, right? You may not feel it right now. You may not see it, but there's companies out there actively working right this second of ways to remove attorneys from the mix, right? And not necessarily all attorneys, but definitely technologically illiterate attorneys, the ones who don't know anything about blockchain or blockchain illiterate, moving them out of the mix, right? Whereas the ones who learn about blockchain and able to adapt and understand it and cryptocurrencies, they're going to be the ones that are going to be in demand, right? So what you don't want to do is have the world be shifting under your feet and not adapt to it. That's something that I think is very, very important and that people need to be aware of, right? You have to be able to adapt, right? You have to be able to understand, okay, well, as these things are happening, as these things are changing, how can I make myself continually marketable? How can I make myself continually in demand? If you don't, and you end up just staying where you are and not really adapting to the different changes in the legal industry, you'll be like this guy who was in documentary for 15 years and had no way out. I'd hate for that to be you. Blockchain is changing. It's changing the way we move. Money is changing so much. You need to be on the forefront of that, right? You need to immerse and jump into the CLE and make sure you know, right? That's what we do with our CLE. Immerse you in it, right? With our bundles. So you get all your credits, but you're able to learn everything you need to learn, right? So that's what we highly suggest. So you guys can go, you can click the link down below. It will have a link for you to go check it and check it out. There is a special going on. So again, we recommend you doing that sooner than later. But yeah, it's something I definitely think you should work on. Don't become too comfortable. All right? Thanks guys. Talk to you soon.